Okay, so here's a quick review of what we've been doing this week. We have been talking about organizing our expository, explanatory / informative writing using Step Up to Writing style. And one, you might want to notice that we have our cool new background right here that looks pretty fantastic, don't you think? And we'll see if we get some new ones coming up in the near future. Anyhow, what we want to do is consider what we are doing as far as organizing and writing a paper and what we need to have in order to write a good explanatory piece. And this paper here that you see on the side of the screen, it's right there. Hey, look at that, I got the pointing done right. Will help you make sure that you have all the elements that you need in your writing. If you need this and you were absent, please take a look in the absent box on the days that you were absent, and you should find it in there. So first, organization is key. And one of the things that we're going to do is carefully organize any of our writing. Unlike narrative writing, expository writing is really based on its organization. So first thing we have is a topic sentence. It comes straight from our topic, shocker. The topic sentence is the controlling idea for the paragraph. Everything in the paragraph has to be related to that topic sentence. Another term we're going to use is a thesis statement. A thesis statement is exactly like a topic sentence, except the thesis statement controls the entire paper. So if you have a long essay that you're writing, you're going to have one thesis statement, but you could have 8, 9, 10 different topic sentences because every paragraph has to have its own topic sentence. When we are using Step Up to Writing, we're always going to highlight our topic sentences green, okay? That's go. That's like our starting point, and that's what we need to have. So we're going to use green to let us remember that we need to go there, okay? Next, we're going to have some sort of a transition into one of our key ideas. They're also called star ideas, and we're going to see that a little bit later. When you are looking at your star ideas, you are looking at the big picture, okay? So you have your overall topic, and then you're going to move into your smaller topics as you go into your writing. So your transitions into your key or star ideas, now those are going to be in yellow because we're going to pause, slow down as we move into the next part or next piece of information. Next, we're going to have our examples, our evidence, and our explanation. This is our elaboration. We're also going to use that term. We elaborate, we expand on. There are lots of different terms. We'll get into that a little bit in another video. This is going to be highlighted in red because this is the meat. And so we're going to use the red meat, the sustenance of our paper, right? This is really the evidence that we're using that's going to support our arguments and prove that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. And finally, we have a conclusion. And the conclusion should be basically your topic sentence restated. It's saying, look, we started here. This is all the evidence I gave you about this, and now I'm just telling you this is what I told you about. You've often heard me use this expression, tell me what you're going to tell me, tell me what you told me. And if you get used to that expression and you remember that and memorize that and always keep that in mind as you're writing your paper, tell me what you're going to tell me in your introduction, tell me in your body paragraphs or in the middle of your paragraph, and then your conclusion is telling me what you told me. Something else I want you to take a look at is, here we go, our traffic light colors. It's right here. Do take a few minutes to take a look at this. If you were not here, and again, if you need to get this, it is in the absent box. I'd like you to take a look at it and definitely follow directions. What I want you to do is look at the colors. You can highlight and color this page. It's yours. Put it in your folder. And then what I want you to do after that is look at the paragraph down below. Dolphins, fish, or mammals. I want you to read through the paragraph. Identify the introduction, the topic sentence, okay? Then what are the transitions and key ideas or star ideas? Next, what's the evidence? Okay, how do we elaborate on those key ideas? And then finally, what I want you to do is highlight again in green the conclusion, because we come right back around. Okay, so the next screen is going to be the answers. So if you're really stuck on it, you're not sure, you definitely can go check your answers there. I would pause the video right now, try the assignment, get it done, and then go check your answers. And so pause it right now. All right, thank you for pausing it. Now, of course, you're checking your answers, and that's what yours should look like. Hopefully, you did a really good job. If not, you can take a look. We can get you some more examples to try it again. We actually do have a few more Those should also be in the absent box, okay? There are a couple more that you can find there. Next, this is the planning sheet that we're going to use. The title of your paper, you can use whatever you'd like as a title, because really that's not important. It can always change. Next, you're going to write your topic. In class, if you weren't here, my topic was camping and how to be prepared for camping and hiking. And so that was in green. I highlighted that in green in front of the whole class. Then my next star idea, or my transitions, were I started off with making sure that you have the right clothing and are prepared for the weather as far as what you wear. And under that, that's under the star idea. So that's, if you look kind of basically up here at the top, you'll see that there's a star. And where you see the star ideas, I was talking about clothing. Then the second star idea, which is kind of like right about even with this down here, the second star idea, it was food and water, because that's essential when you're being prepared for camping. And then lastly, the third one, which is down here at the bottom, I talked about making sure people know what your plans are, so that they know if you are late or get lost or something like that, where you're going to be, so they know where to look for you if you should get lost. And also, just checking the news and things like that. What's the weather going to be like? And is there a possibility for flash flooding or something like that, especially out here in the desert? After I wrote those 3 big ideas that I was going to talk about, each one of those could be basically one sentence. I then went up over here. Now, Step Up to Writing calls them stars, dashes, and dots. Okay, so the stars are the big ideas that were transitioned, the key ideas, and then the dashes and dots are the elaboration. So the first one that I talked about up here was talking about clothing, and the first dash that I had was having clothing that is appropriate to the weather. So layering, not using jeans, because jeans are cotton and it's not really good for you. Also, you could make sure that you have clothes that might protect you from the sun. And those 2 things would be my 2 dots. The next dash was actually the types of materials that you might want to use when you are hiking or camping. Again, you don't want to wear jeans because it doesn't really insulate you. It actually holds water against your skin. So you want to use wool, you want to use water-wicking materials. So those would be my 2 dots there. As far as food goes, that would be my next key idea. That would be the star. Then right below that we have, or right next to it, we have the dash. As far as food goes, my first big topic was water, making sure that you have enough, making sure that you're ready in case of an emergency. And so those would be the 2 dots under that. And then the next dash would be food that you take when you go hiking. And food should be high in energy, easy to carry, lightweight, really calorie dense foods, because you don't want to carry a lot of weight, but you want to have enough energy to get you through your hike. Okay, and you're not going to be eating huge meals. You're going to eat little bits throughout the day. So that's another way you want to plan. You don't want to have something that you have to cook necessarily. And if you are going to cook, you want to make sure that you have the right materials. Lastly, down at the bottom is your planning part. And so making sure that people know where you are, right? So I talk about planning. So the first one would be making sure people know where you are. It makes it easier to find. And also they know if you got lost or you just disappeared or something like that. So that is how we're going to organize our papers. Now, you should have a copy of that also. If you don't, again, where are you going? To the absent box and take a look at the right dates that you were absent. You should find it there. Lastly, Mr. Rinaldi, I don't know what to write about. Guess what? I have lots of ideas what you can write about. So right here is a PDF that you should be able to open. Hopefully it will not be a huge issue. I'm also going to put it in Google Classroom separately and attach it to the same announcement as this video. There are 125 writing prompts for you to choose from. I think you should have enough ideas. If you have any questions, of course, you know who to see? Me. Come on up and see me during class, ask any questions that you might have. The other thing I want to remind you, if you're watching this video and it's 2017 in November and you need to think about what else you might want to do, go back and review that capitalization video. I'm pretty sure that might be showing up again. The other thing you might want to take a look at, compound sentences. What are the fanboys? Do you know them? Are you one of them? Anyhow, enjoy the video. I hope it's helpful. I hope you get caught up. Check the absent folder if you missed anything. Good luck. Hopefully this should get you ready.